Hi everyone, and welcome to the demo day of the digitalHUB Incubation Batch number 6. In the beginning of the program, each startup team had the opportunity to build their own goals and milestones. Now, 16 weeks have passed, and we are very glad to be here today to see what the startup teams have been working on over the past couple of weeks. Our startup expert, Vida Anderson, supported the startups along the way and also challenged them during regular peer review sessions. Today, the startups have the opportunity to pitch their business ideas and win a total amount of 3,000 euros sponsored by Tech Vision Fund.
Hello and welcome also from my side. I'm very much looking forward to the afternoon with you. Before we start with our program, let's go briefly to today's agenda together. We will start with a roundtable together with our Take a Seat program. Then we will have the power pitch sessions that we have all been waiting for, followed by the award ceremonies. Please pay fullest attention during the pitches and vote for your favorite team. We will share the Slido links after every pitch and the teams count on your votes. Before the final pitches start, we would like to point out a very special corporation that we are very proud of and that help our startups entering new markets, the Take a Seat program. To hear more about it, we invited Yannick, Justus and Ruhl and prepared some questions. So please come up and let's have a seat. Hi. Come to me. Yes, thanks. Before we start with our questions, would you like to introduce yourselves briefly?
I'm Yannick Dols. I'm working as a community manager for the Brightland Smart Services campus, where I'm responsible for startups and scale-ups.
My name is Justus. I work for the NRW Bank, the development bank for the first state of North Westphalia, and I'm part of a department that helps companies to internationalize into new markets.
I'm Ruhl. I work as an incubator manager, a manager for 112 startups at the Corda campus. It's a campus with 250 companies and 5,000 people working in Belgium.
Great, maybe let's dive right into the first question. So Justus, can you tell us what is the Take a Seat program?
Yeah, Take a Seat is the idea to have a really easy, approachable program for startups to actually get to know a new market, to just look across the border. Here in Aachen, you have 2 borders. So the idea was to bring together Corda campus from Hasselt and also the Brightlands campus together with digitalHUB Aachen and allow the startups here and also from the other 2 countries to get to know each other, but also to see how are they actually working with the teams in the other country, get to know potential customers, but also get feedback on their idea and maybe also to profit from what is actually happening over there with regard to accompanying the teams.
Mm-hmm. Yes, thank you, Justus. Yannick, would you like to provide some insights on why is Aachen and the Euregio an important location from the perspective of the Take a Seat program?
Yeah, I think if you look to the location, within Europe, we are very well situated, of course, with the 3 countries coming together. So within 20 minutes or 30 minutes, you are in Germany, you are in the Netherlands, you are in Belgium. And especially for startups, so first you are going to enter the market in your own country, but later on, it's from here very easy to step into these other countries, especially when you have the support of the ecosystems that are connected, and it makes it very easy to make that step and to scale your business.
Yes, thank you, Yannick, for these insights. The last question, Ruhl, could you give us some insights or maybe a best practice from the Take a Seat program?
For us at Corda campus in Belgium is a pretty small country. So when we look abroad, we have our neighbor countries like France, but also, and very important, Germany and the Netherlands. For us, it's the startups. What's a major plus when they come to the Netherlands or Aachen or Germany, that in digitalHUB or Brightlands, they provide their network and they can stay there during a month for free. So they have the time to make connections with companies in Germany and the Netherlands without any efforts or without any financial, they don't have to pay for it. And that's free advice, and that's a major plus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Great. Thank you, Justus, Yannick and Ruhl, for the very, very great insights. I think now it is time for us to start with the power pitch sessions. So maybe just for you as an introduction, we will start with team 1 to 6, then we will have a short break around 5 minutes, and then we will continue with team 7 to 11. So the first team I would like to introduce, they already performed over 100 validation interviews with potential clients, and they already have a pilot project in place together with Bosch. Welcome to the stage, Sirko Nomid.
Yes, hello everybody. I'm here to talk about all these massive opportunities and the positive effects climate crisis holds for our entire industries. But you know, currently there are a lot of disasters and we definitely have a problem. And to solve that, we first understand where that comes from. So you know, currently we are running a bit of a paradoxon that economy and then the environment are strongly connected, but we just can't get that managed. So where that comes from is that if we go back in time, we understand that the climate crisis itself is not the problem, but that it forces us to deal with complexity we have built up over decades. So, and you know what's so tricky is that there are no workarounds, because sustainability attacks every single process we have built up in our companies over all these years. And that, in the end, ends in high risk for every business. Also, nations, they are overwhelmed, and then they hand it over to all of the industry to solve this problem. And you know, we make that manageable. And how do we do it is by developing a business intelligence solution that combines environmental and finance process optimizations. And for you to understand how that helps you, is that we help you get your jobs done. So that starts with reporting and the compliance, with tracking emissions, having the material compliance, and then most of the crucial problems is to understand how climate crisis will affect all of your financial effects. And that is what we do, because we know that we can only make this climate transition if we combine all the sustainability topics with how we do business today. And then that results in a circular process design of processes. So I have to dig a bit deeper, like how we do it. And we have this heart of our software that lays in a graph model where we do some fancy mathematical operations. But not to dig too deep in this, I want to tell you that there's so much potential. By combining both of it, we can do the climate transition, which will both benefit our economy and the environment. And standing here today, I'm so happy and grateful to announce that we made the first step. We are in the pilot, and yeah, I can tell now to everybody that we have the first solution and that I know that we can do it. I'm pretty aware that we have signed up for one of the largest software projects in history, but I know that if everyone works together and if we just believe in ourselves, this will be possible. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. No, I don't. Okay. I don't know. Thank you very much, Economic. Let's come to our next startup. It's Dagmarverse. So we asked them for their incubation program highlight, and they loved the peer reviews from the other teams doing lunch, inspiring them for new creative solutions. So come to me and good luck.
We are Dagmar. We empower female financial education. What did you learn at school? I bet you learned another language, analyzed poems, or read about ancient history. But did you learn anything about managing finances, pension provision, or investing? We for sure didn't. And that's so shocking because understanding finances plays such a crucial role in leading a self-determined life. And even as adults, we face a huge lack of knowledge, resulting in finances being the #1 stressor. Especially for women, financial education is tremendously underrepresented, and it shows in numbers. Women receive about half the pension men do, but not a lot of women know about this huge gap. Therefore, 65% of women do not have any sort of retirement planning. Also, less women are investing or founding their own company, and the list goes on. This is why we founded Dagmar, your community and platform for female financial education, the #1 point of contact concerning topics like insurance, finance, and lifestyle. By putting complex subjects into snackable content, we are making them more day-to-day topics, empowering financial self-care. And also by transparently showing how other women are facing the same struggles, we empower each other. So how are we going to achieve this? We are already hosting networking events at companies, educational institutions, and startup hubs. On our platform, we will be offering membership options for community members as well as B2B customers. The memberships will grant exclusive access to experts, influencers, and community members, bringing together a wide range of podcasts, blogs, masterclasses, and more.
And with gamification elements, we want the experience to be more engaging as well as help our community empower each other. With B2B accounts, companies and financial advisors can provide a membership to their employees and their clients for them for further training and education, therefore fostering the employer branding as well as customer retention. And by customizing, as you can see, the platform's dashboard, we will ensure that the advisors and clients stay connected. We target women between 18 and 35 years old because within this age group, there are so many, several major life events happening, triggering the need to understand one's finances. Moreover, did you know that more than 5 million women consume several hours of video content each day? And these hours, we want to make them count. And this is our team. We have expertise in finances, business development, marketing, and sales. We have a highly motivated development team working at the platform as we speak. And we have a great network of founders, of companies, and of experts supporting us. So if you want to help us close the gap, book a one-on-one session with us if you have any experience in finance, if you have anything to share, or if you are an educator. Thank you.
Great, thank you. So the third startup, they already have a customer base that they developed, and they also aim to improve or to reduce carbon dioxide in production. DX Factor, come to the stage.
Hello everyone, I'm Sebastian from DX Factor, and we are tackling one of the biggest challenges that humankind is facing. It is actually the climate change, which will have and already has devastating influence on all species living in the world. The other thing that is happening or was happening in the last couple of months was increasing energy prices and also insecurity of supply. And with all these things in mind, there are huge challenges for small and medium companies that are especially producing companies, which is our target group, when managing CO2 emissions. Usually the SMEs, they have limited resources on the one hand, mostly time, money, and employees. Usually they have probably one employee working on that topic, but that might not be enough. But furthermore, there is one bigger issue, because they also might have limited expertise in the company, because they are designed to produce goods and not to analyze their heat and cold supply, analyze their compressed air systems, check if renewables make sense or storages make sense. And besides the technical point of view, they also lack information about the funding opportunities or legal and legislatory barriers, and a lot of more things that interact with each other. And so how are we helping them as DX Factor with a combination of consulting and a software platform, where we have, on the one hand, databases and algorithms that help us to get a quick analysis and a quick implementation of quick wins, plus also a huge roadmap done, so that money can be saved very quickly, which can be invested later on. Then we have a huge engineering knowledge plus an extensive network in industry and science, which we can lever to get higher savings both in OPEX and CAPEX for the companies compared to other solutions. And last but not least, we, with algorithms that sort, filter, visualize, and analyze the data that is in different places, we can create a relief for the employees and reduce the time that they spend on these topics, which they then can use on other topics. This is our team. On the one hand, Simon, he is expert for production processes coming from WZL here in Aachen. I am coming from E.ON Energy Research Center, expert for energy systems, and I'm looking forward to meet you in the matchmaking sessions, or if that doesn't work, here are my contact details, and I'm looking forward to see how we can help you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So the next startup already had a successful market entry in the pet food market in November 2022. And they also managed to create regional brand awareness. Favely Pet Food, we are looking forward to your pitch.
Hi, I am Selina.
And I'm Felix.
And we are the founders of Favely Pet Food. Any of us who have pets, and there are quite a few, know that they are giving us unconditional, selfless love and trust. Statistically, every second household in Germany has either a dog or a cat. Even if everything sucks somehow, then there's still your pet. So you can say that pets are something consistently positive. Unfortunately, this does not apply to pet food.
We were faced with this situation 2 years ago when we got our first dog, Rocco. In the unbelievable mess of dog feeds, we were lost. And we didn't find anything that met our needs. Often products are not declared transparently regarding ingredients and their origin. Ethical responsibility towards pets and farm animals takes a backseat. More often there is no species-appropriate husbandry and the use of inferior slaughterhouse waste. Sustainability is not implemented consistently. And last but not least, more than every fifth dog suffers from a food intolerance, and that leads to higher veterinary follow-up costs.
With Favely Pet Food, we have founded a brand which offers a unique combination of natural, healthy, high-quality pet food and a holistic sustainability strategy. We have successfully entered the market with our online shop in November 2022, and we are already listed in the first retail stores. We started our product portfolio with snacks and complete feed for dogs, but want to expand our portfolio as well as to adapt it to the segment of cats and sustainable equipment. Since our launch, we've reached a medium 4-digit turnover, which is great. But much more important for us is the feedback of our customers. Our average customer rating is 4.9 out of 5, and we also have the first repeat buyers. This shows us that we can keep what we promise, and there's a big need out there.
Of course, our biggest challenge is brand awareness. At the moment, too few people are knowing us. And maybe I would even start a little bit further, saying that something needs to change in terms of problem awareness. To be honest, who has ever thought that their dog food could not be healthy? Remember the increasing numbers of food intolerances.
And that is something we just have to change, because the health of our beloved pets is in our hands.
That means if you are an investor, a VC or a business angel, for example, with a sustainable mindset and a heart for animals, let's talk. If you are a brand or a petfluencer, for example, looking for a cooperation, Felix, Selina, Pet Sustainability, that's something I would like to work with. Definitely. Let's talk. But we especially need each and every one of you, because whenever you are choosing us, you are doing something good for your best friend's health and help to make our planet a little bit greener. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much. Yeah. No. Thank you for your pitch. Let's come to our next startup, Firefly. They reached a huge milestone during the incubation program, their app launch, and I'm very excited for your pitch.
Hi, I'm Marlon. I'm the co-founder of Firefly, and we are making local products searchable and discoverable. Recently, I had an issue. I wanted to go on a bike ride, but instead of my bike looking like this, my bike looked like that. All right, not a big deal, I told myself. I just need to buy one component to fix my bike. So I whipped out my phone, typed the component name into Google, but I was only presented with online stores, which could deliver the product to me in like 2 to 3 days. But this wasn't what I'm looking for. I was looking for a local shop where I could buy the product right now to fix my bike. And I could not find that online. For me, the consumer, this was a bad experience. But for local shops, this is business threatening, because the majority of offline shoppers are using online tools to assist them in their shopping. And local shops can hardly be found on these tools. This leads to an annual decline of local retailers. So a lack of online visibility causes the failure of local businesses. But we can change this. Firefly is an online platform where local shops can upload their products, and we then do 3 things with this. The first is search. So users can type in anything they're looking for, and we will show them the matching products in their vicinity. This makes local shops searchable. But we don't stop there. For each of our shops, we also create an online brochure, so users can figure out at a glance what a shop has to offer. Moreover, they can also follow that shop to get push notifications for new products and price reductions. This makes sure that users never miss any deals and continuously drives them back into the stores. We also use AI personalization. Our smart AI algorithms learn what a user is interested in, and this enables us to recommend new products and new shops to them. This makes local shops discoverable. We've launched our app last November in the cities of Aachen and Cologne and have so far over 100 shops on our platform. This is the amazing team behind Firefly, covering IT, sales, marketing, and finance. So if you are looking for great products in your local neighborhood, download Firefly today, because there you can find them. We are Firefly. We're making local shops searchable and discoverable.
Thank you very much, Firefly. Let's come to our next startup. It's Galvani Energy, and their highlight during the incubation program was the mutual support and that the teams pushed each other so well to make progress. Come to me on stage.
Hi, I'm Konrad from Galvani Energy. Last year, the godmother of my co-founder wanted to install an energy storage system in her home. The only requirement, no lithium. But why? Lithium battery, although commonly used, bring a lot of downsides with them. Environmental harm, safety risks, and limited lifespan. I think we can all imagine an example of a battery from your phone exploding or an electric car catching fire. But still, the increasing demand for lithium batteries, the finite nature of the resource, and the still complicated and costly recycling make it clear that we need an alternative solution for energy storage. But what if this solution already exists? Our redox flow system tackles the downsides of lithium batteries. It is longer lasting, it has no capacity loss, and no risk for thermal runaway. Additionally, the power and the capacity are decoupled, allowing for greater flexibility for our customer. The biggest advantage is that the electrolyte in the battery is much easier recyclable than compared to lithium batteries. So now we have a battery, but that's not enough. That's why we took it a step further and integrated a smart circuit breaker into our system. The breaker monitors each individual circuit and trains the artificial neural network with the data, making it truly smart. It extends the time for the emergency power use and also increases the efficiency of the battery with the help of the ANN-supported charging management system. So we, from Galvani Energy, want to present you the smart redox flow energy storage solution for your home. It combines the strength of the redox flow battery with a smart circuit breaker to save you energy, but most importantly, money. Over a span of 30 years with an average power consumption of 5,000 kilowatts per year, you can save up to 1,000 euros using our solution. We are Galvani Energy, consisting of Ian, responsible for prototype development, and myself, responsible for the business and financial management. As it stands, we've already finished our circuit breaker prototype and applied for Kickstart, and the Exist application for the Gründerstipendium is in its final stages. Finally, right now we're actively looking to expand our team. Thank you very much for your attention, and hope we can all together store sunshine for a rainy day.
Yes, thank you very much. Very well done, all of you. Let's have a very short break, or 10 minutes break. So we'll come back in 10 minutes and listen to the second part of the Power Pitch sessions.
Welcome back to our Power Pitch sessions. And the next team will be team number 7, the team that always brought their dog into the incubation sessions, showing that every family member is actually highly committed to the venture. Green Share Solutions, please come to the stage.
Hi, we are Green Share Solutions, and we are reporting your share of green activities. These days, we talk a lot about transforming to a greener economy. But what doesn't get so much attention is how will we finance all of that? To alone reach the 2030 climate and energy targets, we require 350 billion euros a year. So what we need are more sustainable investments. And fortunately, sustainable finance is booming. But to ensure that we increase transparency and avoid greenwashing, new regulations are gaining momentum. And also the EU taxonomy, the first EU-wide classification system defining when an economic activity is considered environmentally sustainable. And for the first time, this regulation also obliges large corporates to disclose their share of green activities. This means a huge challenge for the whole corporate sector. They need to understand a high volume of legislative documents, and that is even understated. It's 24,000 pages of text. The criteria they find in the taxonomy is often technical and complex. Also, they need to assess individual activities, which means a high bureaucratic burden. And for specific criteria, they need data which they often don't have available. So current options are engaging with external consultant services or increasing their human resources. But both solutions are inefficient and costly. And this is where our solution comes in. We want to develop a software that evaluates the taxonomy scoring in a simple and more efficient way.
Companies provide their sustainability data in a streamlined process, and we provide a database with the data that is needed for the specific criteria assessment. With this solution, we are unique. We are first to market with a holistic taxonomy reporting approach. We ease the reporting for corporates enormously, and we give them the data they need. We're an early-stage startup. Our first milestone was the Incubator. We validated our idea. We applied for the NRW Gründerstipendium, and currently we're developing our prototype. Our main goal is to make the taxonomy reporting easy. We're a team of two. I'm Susie. I'm the taxonomy girl. I worked for the Joint Research Center of the European Commission and was already involved in the early developments of the taxonomy. And then we have Rob, he's the business guy, and currently we're looking for a third new co-founder in software development. We are Green Share Solutions, and we want to mainstream the EU taxonomy reporting.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And maybe you have heard already from our next startup. They were awarded as Digital Pioneers in 2022. Our next startup is Greevy.
Hi, my name is Nele, and when I was 24, my dad died. It was all of a sudden that I was confronted not only with all the organizational tasks, and trust me, there's a lot of it, but also grief. And at that time, I had great friends and family supporting me over the months passing by and the problems arising, but I kind of felt lonely. And as a psychologist, I got really curious, am I the only one feeling this way? And I wasn't. I talked to over 100 mourners, and the answer became clear, that all of them stated that they never expected grief to be this lonely. But why is there? There are solutions out there, but most of them have really long waiting times, are not for young age groups, and most of them are religious or kind of esoteric. And when we look at the stats, we have 3 million mourners each year just in Germany, and over 72% of them report intense grief over the course of one entire year. But grief is not just grief. Grief comes with significant increases in anxiety, loneliness, depression, and even suicidality. So to us, it became clear that we need to create a safe space for grieving. And standing here today, I can proudly present that we got that safe space. With Greevy, we created the first digital grief companion. But how does this work? Well, first of all, when you dive inside the app, we have an onboarding and diagnostics program assessing the user's needs. We then provide over 150 individual course modules, all scientifically validated. And for our low-level daily support, we have a grief and mood tracking and daily impulses. And for the personal component, we are going to launch expert session and a community function in the future. With that, we are launching Greevy into a fast and strong growing market with a compound annual growth rate of 16.4%, and we ambitiously strive to support 10,000 paying customers within the next 12 months. Already, even though we are not live yet, but will go live within the next 1.5 months, we already supported over 500 mourners, and out of 5 stars, we gained a 4.8. Of course, Greevy is not only me, but an entire team striving for a change in health tech or so-called death tech. Me, Nele, I'm the psychologist of the team, and just in the last steps of finishing my PhD actually within the next 2 weeks. Daniel and Inez have both done their studies in business information system, whereas Daniel focuses on the tech side, Inez focuses on the business side. We are supported by an amazing team of designers, psychotherapists, and we do have a great network on the startup side. And I know this topic is kind of hard to deal with, and it's not really cool. But the hard truth is that sooner or later, every one of us has to go through grief, as we will lose persons we love. And by that, please vote for us in the community voting to get this topic out of the taboo area in our society. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Greevy. So the next startup already received once a scholarship before at the Digital Summit. And in German, they are known Korallenwächter. Kovalytics, welcome to the stage.
Hi, my name's Tim from Korallenwächter, which translates to Coral Guardian. And I'm here to talk about how we're going to make water analysis simple, sustainable, and individual. As you may have noticed, we focus on the seawater aquarium industry. So let me begin with telling you why. Did you know that 15 million corals and fish die every year in domestic aquariums, and that this causes an annual damage of 4 billion euro? The main cause of this is that 74% of all the aquarium owners do have problems determining the water quality and keeping it stable. That is why we developed the Korallenwächter and our smart assistant Typus. The Korallenwächter is a fully automated analyzer for the water quality. And there are 3 things that are quite unique about it. First of all, it's simple. Simple to use, and it doesn't require any know-how of its users, and it can be set up just within 10 minutes. It's sustainable because all the chemicals that we need for measurement come within cartridges. Just like printers, those cartridges can easily be exchanged, but they are reusable and will be refilled. Last but not least, it is individual, meaning that customers can choose which parameter they want to measure, as well as what range and what accuracy they need. The Korallenwächter is seamlessly integrated into our smart assistant Typus. But Typus can also be used without a Korallenwächter, helping its users to document their water quality as well as keeping it stable. With Typus, we managed to acquire more than 500 users, 50+ customers, with an overall rating of 4.7 in the app stores. Our newest development is to also integrate hardware devices into our app Typus, and for that, we already acquired 6 corporate partners. So you can think of Typus also like a smart home assistant just for aquariums. But it's not limited to aquariums, because through our individual approach, our system is suitable for different industries. For example, aquaculture, aqua or hydroponics, as well as water treatment. That being said, we're always looking for new partners to expand our network, as well as for pilot customers. I'm Tim from Korallenwächter, and we make water analysis simple, sustainable, and individual.
Thank you, Kovalytics. Local businesses are still lacking good digital solutions to help them succeed, and our next startup is going to change that. Please welcome Revisit.
Hi guys, we are Revisit, and we are transforming the customer relationship for local businesses. During this incubation program, we've talked to a lot of owners of local stores and also their customers. And in general, both sides agree that the current solutions for customer loyalty do not work. A typical example is such a stamp card. And I think we've all made bad experiences where we've either forgot it at home or just didn't feel like taking it out of our pockets. The problem with these is that they're inconvenient and you don't feel like you're being rewarded or recognized as a loyal customer at all. However, these regular customers are still the most important factor for the long-term success for all local businesses. And that is why we have come up with a new solution to this problem, and that is local subscriptions. On our platform Revisit, local businesses can offer their products or services in the form of subscriptions. For example, our partner Bäckerei Kausen wants to offer a coffee subscription, where you pay for 1 month in advance, and in this example you get 10 coffees to go, which you can pick up at any time you want during the subscription month. All you have to do is go inside the store, show your phone, the QR code gets validated, and then right away you're ready to go. And now just take a moment and think about all the places that you regularly visit where a subscription could make sense for you. Maybe at your favorite restaurant, at a döner place, or even at your hairdresser. And you can do all of that in our app. And you should do a subscription because then you're actually being rewarded for your loyalty and save money. You also save time because you don't have to pay anymore every time you visit the store. And finally, with your local subscription, you support your favorite local businesses on a regular basis. This is the team behind Revisit. We're planning to launch our app this spring, so be ready for that. And finally, if you are a store owner and you also want to offer subscriptions, then please contact us and help us digitize local businesses. Thank you.
The last startup aims to improve everyday life of construction engineers, and they already have cooperations in place with architectural and engineering offices in the Aachen region. V-Safe, welcome to the stage.
Hello everyone. My name is Saeed, and V-Safe is a co-pilot for building design. We build a house to have a safe, comfortable, and happy living space. Architects follow regulations to design rooms, kitchens, doors for us. But if they cannot do it properly for 2 billion more citizens by 2050, if they cannot reduce the consumption of natural resources, which are limited on Earth, and if they cannot solve the CO2 emission problem, our lives won't be happy, comfortable, and safe for a long time. We don't give them enough time and money and proper tools to tackle all of these problems. So guess what? Our civilization is falling into a serious trouble right now. But we can do more with the same resources. How? Simply by design automation. With V-Safe's Copilot, most of the drawing tasks, some of the calculations, and all the tedious parts of the design can be automated. It saves time, time is money, so we can do more. When you use V-Safe SaaS, you can design at least 10 times faster. Consumption will be reduced as you have time to compare all the valid solutions with peace of mind. And CO2 emission, for the first time, will be calculated in every design decision, so you can control this factor also by a huge number. I'm talking about a market with 84 billion income per year only in Germany. Architects and civil engineers spend about 1% of their income on software, and we have forecasted profitability by mid-2024 for V-Safe. So far, we had some Gründerstipendium. We developed MVPs, and currently we are working on our pilot projects to attain product market fit. As you can see, in our team, we have the minimum required skills. We have the motivation and energy, and over a decade of professional experience in construction industry. We only need your support. So as building designers, please let us empower you with better tools. As investors, hi, please make money in construction tech. And as governments, please help us to improve the productivity of this industry after 80 years of no change. And follow us on LinkedIn. We have many things to coordinate and discuss. Thank you so much for your time. We can save the planet together. Thank you.
Thank you very much, V-Safe, and thank all of you. We will now make a 10 minutes break, and you have 10 minutes time to vote for your favorite team. So please scan the code and use this time now to vote on Slido. Here you have, again, a short overview of the teams and their pitches, and we are looking forward to the results.
Welcome back. Before we award the winners of the Demo Day, we would like to take the opportunity to thank our sponsors who provided HUB scholarships to 9 different startups.
A warm welcome and best wishes for the new year 2023 for all of you. We are glad to award another great local startup with a scholarship this year. Aachen remains an attractive location for founders. At Sparkasse Aachen, we do our best to support them and the needed structural change. The company honored today is characterized by innovation, especially when it comes to sustainability, which is an important subject for us too. The founders developed an app which helps to improve water quality in fish tanks, thus preventing coral death. In our opinion, this is a great foundation within the IoT sector, and we are pleased to award Covalytics with this year's scholarship. Congratulations.
Ich wünsche allseits ein frohes, gesundes und erfolgreiches neues Jahr. Mein Name ist Andreas Schneider und ich bin Geschäftsführer der NET Aachen. Hinter uns liegt ein schwieriges Jahr mit unterschiedlichen Herausforderungen für uns alle. Aber wir schauen heute nicht zurück, sondern voller Zuversicht nach vorne. 2023 wird auf jeden Fall ein anderes Jahr. Für NET Aachen durchaus ein besonderes, denn genau vor 25 Jahren sind wir als kommunales Startup in den Markt getreten. Seit nunmehr einem Vierteljahrhundert schaffen und betreiben wir erfolgreich digitale Infrastruktur in der Region Aachen-Düren-Heinsberg. Ich darf heute schon traditionell im Rahmen des Demo Day ein HUB-Stipendium im Namen der NET Aachen vergeben. In Zeiten unterschiedlicher Krisen schärft sich der persönliche Blick auf Fragestellungen der Zukunft. Vielfältige Themen beschäftigen uns, manche neu, manche bereits seit längerem. Nachteile für Frauen ist eines dieser gesellschaftlichen Themen nunmehr seit mehr als 50 Jahren. Vieles wurde erreicht und ist heute selbstverständlich geworden. Aber es gibt immer noch Herausforderungen. Wesentlich für eine funktionierende Gleichberechtigung ist die finanzielle Unabhängigkeit und dies insbesondere im Alter. Häufig trifft gerade Frauen im fortgeschrittenen Alter eine Versorgungslücke. Unser Stipendium belohnt eine Start-up-Idee, die einen wesentlichen Beitrag leisten möchte, die finanzielle Situation von Frauen zu verbessern, vor allem bei der Rente. Für uns unterstützenswert, denn das Start-up geht konkret eine gesellschaftliche Herausforderung an. Die Lösung ist digital und sozial, aber auch wirtschaftlich getrieben. Das NET Aachen Stipendium 2023 geht an Dagmarverse. Herzlichen Glückwunsch!
Hi, my name is Stephanie Horn and I'm a Business Development Manager for New Technologies at Fujitsu. I'm very happy to be at the Demo Day of the digitalHUB Aachen, who is one of our much appreciated partners. And I'm very much honored to hand out 2 scholarships today in the name of Fujitsu. One of those scholarships goes to the startup Green Chair, and the other scholarship goes to Circonomit. As Fujitsu, sustainability and the ESGs are part of our core values in our daily business. And this is the reason why we chose those 2 startups. Both of them are operating in the area of environmental assessment, and they are supporting companies by fulfilling their ESG reporting targets. And therefore, they are helping those companies reducing their ecological footprint. Circonomic even focuses on Scope 3 emissions, which influence the value and supply chain indirectly, which tend to be overlooked quite often. So, we at Fujitsu wish you much success with your valuable work, and we are curious in seeing you thrive with the help of the digitalHUB Aachen. Wish you all the best.
Hallo, mein Name ist Sebastian Dresen und ich bin bei der Siemens AG als strategischer Forschungs- und Entwicklungsmanager tätig. Die digitale Transformation ist einer der Kernthemen der Siemens AG. Wir transformieren Infrastruktur durch intelligente Gebäude und Energiesysteme, automatisieren und digitalisieren die Prozess- und Fertigungsindustrie und setzen täglich intelligente Mobilitätslösungen für den Schienen- und Straßenverkehr um. Dabei verbinden wir die reale mit der digitalen Welt und erschaffen digitale Zwillinge für einen optimierten Betrieb über den gesamten Produktlebenszyklus. Die digitale Transformation ist für uns und den digitalHUB einer der Enabler für nachhaltigere Prozesse und Produkte. Der Hub ist das Vehikel in Aachen, welches insbesondere digitale Transformation in den verschiedensten gesellschaftlichen Bereichen durch innovative Lösungen und digitale Geschäftsmodelle vorantreibt. Daher bin ich sehr froh, dass wir auch Mitglied im Hub sind und innovative Startups in dem Bereich unterstützen können. Ich freue mich sehr, heute erneut ein Hub-Stipendium an eines dieser Startups übergeben zu dürfen. Das ausgewählte Startup schafft mit seiner digitalen Lösung die notwendige Transparenz, Prozesse von produzierenden Unternehmen nachhaltiger und in der heutigen Zeit vor allem resilienter zu gestalten. Herzlichen Glückwunsch, die X-Factor, zum Stipendium. Ich wünsche euch viel Erfolg in den nächsten Monaten und freue mich auf einen weiteren Austausch mit euch.
Liebe Community des digitalHUBs in Aachen, euch allen wünsche ich ein frohes neues Jahr 2023. Mein Name ist Frank Dillmann und ich bin im Bistum Aachen als Hauptabteilungsleiter zuständig für Digitalisierung. Es ist mir eine besondere Freude, heute hier aus der Digital Church im Rahmen des DemoDays ein Stipendium vergeben zu dürfen. Als Kirche ist es uns besonders wichtig, immer dort präsent zu sein und dort unterstützen zu können, wo Menschen mit Krisen und Lebenswenden konfrontiert sind. Dies ist gerade in der heutigen Zeit besonders wichtig. Unser Stipendium geht daher an ein Start-up, das persönliche Trauerbegleitung und auch Organisatorisches rund um einen Todesfall digital unterstützt. Ganz herzlichen Glückwunsch daher an das Team von Greevy für das Bistumsstipendium 2023 und viel Erfolg auf den weiteren Weg mit dem digitalHUB.
Die STAWAG Stadtwerke Aachen AG freut sich, 2023 erneut ein digitalHUB-Stipendium vergeben zu können. Als kommunaler Energiedienstleister haben wir früh auf erneuerbare Energien und Elektromobilität gesetzt, unser Angebot um zahlreiche Energiedienstleistungen erweitert und uns ambitionierte Klimaschutzziele gesetzt. Um auch weiterhin die zunehmende Dezentralisierung der Energieversorgung nicht nur begleiten, sondern aktiv gestalten zu können, sind intelligente Batteriespeicher und Steuerungsmöglichkeiten unerlässlich. Hier setzt die Lösung von Galvani Energy an. Sie kann sowohl aufgrund der Redox-Flow-Speichertechnologie als auch der intelligenten Steuerung und Digitalisierung des Sicherungskastens einen entscheidenden Beitrag leisten. Deshalb freuen wir uns, dass das digitalHUB-Stipendium der STAWAG in diesem Jahr an Galvani Energy geht. Wir wünschen Galvani Energy sowie allen Startups und dem digitalHUB Aachen ein erfolgreiches Jahr 2023.
Hallo liebe Zuschauerinnen und Zuschauer. Mein Name ist René Oebel und ich leite das Referat Gründung und Unternehmensförderung der IHK Aachen. Auch im vergangenen Jahr war es wieder großartig zu sehen, wie viele Start-ups sich im digitalHUB weiterentwickeln konnten und sich dabei auch gegenseitig unterstützten. So etwas gelingt nur in einer professionellen und guten Atmosphäre. An dieser Stelle dafür ein großes Dankeschön an das gesamte Team des digitalHUB. 2 Stipendien darf die IHK Aachen als Generalsponsor des Hubs heute vergeben. Und das machen wir ausgesprochen gerne. Das erste Stipendium geht an ein Unternehmen aus dem Bereich der Tiernahrung. Für deine Fellnase nur das Beste ist der sympathische Slogan unserer Gewinner, die mit Hilfe ausgewogener und naturbelassenen Rezepturen, frischer und regionaler Zutaten das Leben unserer Tiere gesund und schmackhaft gestalten wollen. Herzlichen Glückwunsch an Faithfully-Pet. Das zweite Stipendium geht an ein Start-up, welches lokalen Betrieben eine innovative Plattform bietet, auf der diese ihre Produkte und Dienstleistungen abobasiert anbieten und somit eine langfristige Kundenbindung erreichen können. Herzlichen Glückwunsch auch an Revisit. Den beiden Teams wünschen wir weiterhin viel Erfolg und ich freue mich, euch bald persönlich kennenzulernen.
Now comes the moment we all have been waiting for today. We will award the winning teams of the Demo Day. Therefore, I will gladly hand over to my colleague Christian, who is Head of Coaching of the digitalHUB Aachen, but also to our main sponsor, Tech Vision Fonds, Björn Lang. welcome to the stage. I think we have to wait a couple of minutes before they're ready. They're preparing the awards.
This special moment. Oh yeah. You can see. Okay. Christian, Björn.
Sorry for the delay. Hello, everyone. I'm Chris. I'm supporting the startups here in the financing process, which means I support them with scholarships or connections to business angels or venture capitalists. And today I'm very happy that we actually have one regional partner in the field of the venture capital system is also on the stage with us. So welcome, Björn, from the TechVision Forum. It's great to have you here.
Yes, thanks for the introduction, Christian. I'm very pleased to be here again this year. And as Christian already mentioned, I come from TechVision Fund. We are based in Aachen, and we are a regional ecosystem investor, not only investing in Aachen, but we are based in Aachen. Have done a lot of investments and support for the ecosystem here, and we truly believe in the power of startup ecosystems and especially regional ecosystems, which are established and fostered in institutions, as for example the digitalHUB, and this is why we support this institution with our own support we put into the startup system, the startups which rise here. And yeah, today it's my honor to bring to you and the startup systems and the great startups you had here in this batch in this year, the prize. We give, more or less every year. We have done it in the past years. And we are very happy to announce now that
we have 3 awards, starting actually there was some difference because the voting was not totally clear. That's why we have actually 4 awards today. And actually, the third prize, I don't want to steal you the show, but actually the third prize goes to 2 startups.
Exactly. We've got 3 awards, but the third one is shared. So we have 2 third winners, so to say, and the third prize, which is 500 euros, goes to Dagmar and Firefly. Congratulations.
So come on stage.
For the 2 representatives. So it's Marlon and Camilla and Sonja with us, joining us on stage. So first,
Thank
congratulations.
You very much.
Hi, congratulations.
Thank
Congratulations, 3 of you.
All righty. So what are you going to do with the money?
We are probably going to do some marketing with this so more people know about Firefly and more people can download our great app.
Okay, perfect. And what about you? Ideas how you're going to spend it?
We will spend it for our content creation, definitely, to get more content, educational content on our website. Yeah.
Okay, great. Then give them a big applause again. Okay, thank you.
So now, we have to split it, or what are we going to do? So.
We go together, right?
Okay, we will deal with the technical details later. We had to improvise a little bit.
Exactly.
Now it's going to be much easier because now the voting was quite clear. So I hand you over the second check.
All right, so the second prize goes to, and first one thing to add, I think the awards today and the winners show the variety of startups going through this program here and the winners. And I'm very pleased to announce that the second prize, which is 1,000 euros, go to Revisit and Arthur. Please join us on stage. Congratulations.
Arthur, Pablo, congrats, Daniel.
So, nothing
Thank
to
you.
split, that's all yours.
Thank you a lot.
What are your plans with it?
Well, we are planning to launch our app, so we are definitely going to use this money for good, for the launch, to make some marketing, to get the people to know us. Okay. It's great.
Perfect. Then, yeah, thank you very
Thank you.
much. Thanks a lot. And good luck for the next step. Okay. Last but not least, the excitement is increasing.
Exactly.
The main award today.
All right. So I think what to say about this team, well-deserved winner, especially because the topic is something, you perhaps are not used to see too often in the public because it's something not too easy. The first prize, 1,500 euros, go to Team Greevy. Congratulations.
Congrats, Nele.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, what about your plans? I mean, it's not so easy in your field, so how are you going to spend it?
Yeah, it's not such a common topic, I would say, but as we are going to launch within the next 1.5 months, it probably will be something for the launch and the last steps for the app, or maybe a little bit for marketing. That's always useful. So thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. We're looking forward to your next steps. Okay, thank you very much, Björn. It was good to have you on stage.
Thanks for having us again.
And we see you. You also have office hours here, so if you need feedback from a professional VC about your startup and your pitches, then join Björn.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Back to Cecilia and Valeria.
Yes, congratulations also from our side. A great event has come to an end. We had a lot of fun, and congratulate again all teams for their successful participation in the incubation program.
Also, a big thank you to the audience, and please do not forget that you have the opportunity to book one-on-one sessions together with the startups in case you want to connect with them. If you want to do so, please scan the QR code or click on the link provided in the chat.
We wish you a good evening and hope to have you on board for the next Demo Day. Bye.
Very soon. Bye-bye.